This video is to show you how you might en masse update balances for pupils that are maybe in a negative because their buffer balance has been applied and you want to take it off, or you want to do a whole host of corrections for certain pupils, members of staff, etc., and you want to do it in one fell swoop. We do that by creating a CSV of the names and how much you want to correct each of their till accounts for. So from, for example, till and the buffer statement or the name sales or some other source, you can produce a CSV with a list of their names and how much you want to alter their amounts by to maybe bring them back to zero, for example. So to create a CSV, it's just something that looks like this, and it's got two parts. One part has the how much you want to correct it by, plus or minus, and where you're going to take that money from, plus or minus. In this instance, in Tali, we have admin, manage accounts, and we have a meals account. And we have a correction to the school meals account. So if we want to put money into an account, we would move it from the corrections account to the school meals account by that pupil's name. But if we want to move it back the other way, we want to make a negative response, then we'd move it from the school meals into the corrections. Normally, what you would do for an individual pupil is go to transactions and transfer between names. And if you wanted to increase the value of a pupil's name account for till, then you'd move the money from the corrections account for a certain pupil into the meals account for that same pupil by that value you want to correct it by, and the reason to zero balance, for example, and transfer. That would put £2.50 onto their school meals account. But this is a way of doing it en masse. So going back to the buffer correction CSV I've created, it's in two parts. I've got a list of names, and they can be name, so you've got the surname and forename separated by a comma in the right way with the forename last, the surname first, or you can put them individually, forename, surname, so just like these headers at the top. But these are the headers that you must have: date, name, or forename, surname, description, amount, and cost center. Cost center, please note, is in lowercase. So I'm going to get rid of these two because I don't need them, because I have just the name. Okay, and then I create it in two parts. I'll just get rid of these. Okay, so I create how much I want to go in to the account. So for each of these children, I'm going to correct their buffer by £2.50, and the money's going into the meals cost center, the meals account. And then I just simply duplicate the names underneath, the same names, but I make them the negative of the positive above, and that's going into the correct meal account. So in Tali, admin, manage accounts, the money's coming out of corrections, going into school meals, which will alter the balance at the till. Okay, so using this report, I just go File, Download, comma separated values, save it to something I can find it, save, and then back into Tali. Transactions, import transactions, choose the file, upload it, upload, and everything's done for you. It's going into the right settlement account because it's a positive and a negative. There's no value. It just negates itself out. Everything's going to a description buffer correction. The amount is the positive and the negative of each one. The account is filled because you've told it which cost center you want it to go to, and the name's automatically imported on that side for you. So as long as everything is filled on this page and you're happy with that, all you do is go to the bottom and import, and your balances are corrected.